Women are so fucking cool.
Women are so fucking cool.
Hey, hi there. Welcome again to the Women Are So Fucking Cool podcast. My name is Joanne Morton, and I am your host today. And I am the founder of the FCW Society. And I started this 2005 because I know so many FCWs, fucking cool women, and I want to meet as many that I can, and I want to share the ones I know. And that's what this podcast is all about. Respecting, encouraging, and celebrating the fact that women are so fucking cool. And my guest today is a woman that I met randomly at a party. And we were like, oh my goodness, you're really cool. Let's exchange numbers. So we exchanged numbers. And then because of our busy schedules, lifestyles, we didn't really see each other, but she was in my phone, right? And then fast forward, we see each other again at an event, I think a dance actually, and we were like, huh, blah, blah, blah. And we reconnected and have become one of my closest and dearest friends, Sharokin BetGevargiz. And I'm really excited to have her on the podcast. And we did a quick little, she was over at my studio one day and we decided, let's just ask you some questions. So that's what we did. And then we also wanted to promote her upcoming book that she's done with a bunch of other FCWs. It's coming out on the 27th of March. So if you're listening to this in real time, it's probably tomorrow. And if it's after time, it's probably yesterday. So you can find it on Amazon. And if you go to Unleashing the Courageous Feminine, Unleashing the Courageous Feminine, you should find it. And we know that that's the best way to find things on Amazon when you're buying individual products is to search for it instead of going to the link. It just makes the algorithm better. And I love that there are so many books, collections coming out with women coming together to write and share their stories. I had the opportunity to be in one of those books early on called the Creative Life book, and I'm still friends and still connected to so many of the women. And another friend of mine, Anne Bora Lawrence, did a book called The Essence of a Woman, Unleash the Feminine Soul. Look how big this one is. There's lots of women in there. So it's really so inspiring and to see how women coming together to encourage each other to tell their stories and showing the respect that they have for each other by collaborating with one another. And then, of course, celebrating. Celebrate. So I hope you enjoy this conversation with my good friend, Sharokin. Until next time. Okay, it's here again. We get to talk to yet another fucking cool woman. I am grateful for my returning listeners and new listeners. Welcome, welcome. So today I get the chance to talk to my good friend, Sharokin BetGevargiz. Did I say it right?
Yeah, BetGevargiz.
BetGevargiz, yes. Okay. And Sharokin is sitting in my studio right next to her new book and just hanging out. And we thought, let's make the video podcast now. And so we did. So thank you, Sharokin.
Thank you, Joanne.
So I'd love to hear from you. Who is a fucking cool woman?
A fucking cool woman is a woman who either gives a fuck or doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. There are areas in her life that she is really passionate about, that she wakes up in the morning and sees the opportunity for starting this recipe and sitting down and cooking it and enjoying its delicious fruit, its orgasmic, delicious fruit, and then sharing it with others. Yeah, she knows her boundaries. She knows when to say no, when to say yes, when to say hey, maybe, and how to create sacred spaces around her own sphere. Yeah. She knows how to nurture the skin that holds her sphere. She knows how to protect herself, how to grow, how to cultivate, and endure, and see everything as an opportunity for growth. She's instinctive, very instinctive. She is aware of her emotions and feelings and needs. And most of all, she is in her heart. How's that?
That's pretty fucking spot on. Yeah. Oh, that was so visual. Thank you for sharing that. And now I'm curious to hear of some actual women who embody that for you. So tell me about a woman or two that has inspired you, encouraged you.
Well, I mean, this is a mythological woman. She probably also existed. It's Ishtaro Inanna. Yeah, she's very fucking cool. She's fierce. She's a goddess of love and war and fertility. And in order to be king, she has to approve of it. So she slept with the kings. Most of all, I like how she became curious about the world by looking between her legs. She's like, what else is there in this world? So she's interested in joy, but she also stands up for her right. And she fights back people who have violated her in a just way. And she takes advantage of the abundance she receives, like the May she received from her father figure. Yeah. Which was all the wisdom in the world.
Yeah, it's great.
There's also my mom.
Okay.
And there's my sister. So those are the three I pick. And my mom mostly because she doesn't give a fuck. My sister because she gives a fuck. But yeah, my mom has gone through a lot. She's turning 90. And I am so honored to be gifted the time in my life to be able to be with her at this finale of her life, which is, it keeps sparking and blooming. Yeah, and my sister, my God, there's things I'm inspired by and be like, there's this thing called homeschooling, this thing called alternative medicine. She'll go research it and do it and make it happen, whether it's a food co-op or like whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, she's the one who did this and that and that. I just talked about it. So she's really cool. And she's raised incredible children, 2 daughters and a son, and now she has grandkids. Yeah.
Yeah, I love knowing other women who have fucking cool sisters. Yeah, we're out there. And tell us about the book that you just collaborated with a bunch of fucking cool women.
Yeah. So Unleashing the Divine Feminine, which you see right here, is an incredible collaboration that happened between 13 women and their stories of strength, grace, and awakening through adversity, and bringing together our voices going to places where have been hard to address. And so together we made this happen. And I was just talking about it earlier. It's something to come together and get something accomplished that seems like so far-fetched, but it's something multiple people want. So when you bring the power of a bunch of people together, it births something new. Yeah, it's so much more affirming, life-affirming, to do something together in a collective power of coming together, seeing each other through our tough times, pulling each other up, and listening to the pain. So yeah. This is the book, and my chapter in it is Rosaries of Resilience, and from genocide to ritual. And it's a really good read. I'm getting really good feedback about it. So chapter 3, check it out, and enjoy reading these wonderful stories. That's my book. It's my first time. I'm an author now, and now I can build on this, and I'm writing my mom's memoir next. Super exciting.
Yes, it is. So with all the things that you do as in all the areas of your life, how do you apply the mottos of FCW, respect, encourage, celebrate, into your life, and why is that valuable? And
Yeah. With terms of respect, I think really it's about respecting yourself, and it's about respecting the part of yourself you see in other people, and creating this sort of a visceral way of being present. I think to understand what respect is about, it's about being present and feeling into one another's needs and not settling for yours. And with courage, I think it's critical to exercise that muscle, to go through hard times and have the courage to support others who are going through it, and know that as you do this, you can do it even more. It's amazing. It's a muscle. It's part of our neural networks. When you see people around you and surrounding yourself with people who are courageous, it makes a courageous world that doesn't function out of fear. And, sometimes I wonder, fucking cool women, I think we have our own little world. It's a big world. It's like, wait, this is what's really going on? What do you mean that's going on? So, yeah. And then the third one was...
well, the second one was encourage.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. But
Yeah.
what you were saying about...
It was to encourage.
You were talking about encouraging each other, and I was like, that's what she's talking about, encouraging. Because I agree with everything you said. And then the final, and this is what it's all about, is celebrating each other.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
Yeah, celebrating is really critical. It's like dancing. I think it's a sort of a instinct we have. We have an instinct for celebrating. We have an instinct for joy, and this is what it's about. And it's really orgasmic. It is. Celebrating our lives, celebrating choosing to be here, celebrating whom we get to be around, celebrating the earth, all this abundance, this energy that feeds us. It's incredible. So celebration is critical. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. It is very critical.
Yeah, and it's celebrating everything. Celebrating getting up, celebrating having this moment, having a week gone by. Celebrating even your fear or your failures. Those are critical too.
Yeah.
When in doubt, celebrate.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, as always, this is lovely sharing time from you. It gave us some really good new insights and inspiration. What would you like to close with?
I would like to close with the sky is the limit when it comes to being a woman, especially if you're fucking cool.